Okay. And you notice how both the shoulders lie on the floor. I'm sorry, the right shoulder, the left shoulder, the back of your arms. Your right arm, your right elbow, the back of your hand, your right hand, your left arm, your left shoulder, your left elbow, the back of your left hand. Notice your breathing. Just pay attention to your breathing. What's your breathing like right now as you inhale and exhale? Just getting a feeling, a sense of breathing. Breathing is much in the realm of the general good as opposed to the incidental. Right. Just notice how your breathing feels. So just come to sitting. And we won't be up long, don't worry. I know you all love to be on your back. Just come up to sitting and spread your legs. You know, all you yoga, Pilates people, gymnastics, you all spread your legs. And now with your legs spread like that, leaving your arms relaxed on your thighs, just easy. You spread your legs, leaving your arms relaxed on your thighs. Just begin to arch your lower back. Bring your lower back and you let your stomach come forward. Just easy. Just easy. You arch your lower back and you let your tummy come forward. And you just do an easy movement. And some of you will feel that your legs aren't straight, that your back of your knees aren't on the floor. Just notice that, again, this is more about awareness than. So what do you feel when you move the back of your arch, the lower back like that? And what do you feel in your chest, your shoulder blades? Pay attention. Rather than just doing a movement, what are you aware of? I'll ask you, what are you aware of doing this movement? Are you aware of that you're getting it right, not getting it right? Being a good person or a bad person, depending on how well you perform yourself, right? Just easy. Just feel. What are you paying attention to? Good. Now put your feet together. Put the legs, tie them together, and do the same movement. Tie them together and do the same movement. Arch. No. Straight. The legs are straight. And now arch your lower back. Arch it. Protrude your tummy. And a lot of you, I could see, you start to go backwards more. You start to fall back. It's okay. Just feel what you're doing. Relax your arms. You just arch your lower back just a little. Just feel what it does, right? And again, do your knees touch the floor? Do your legs feel like they're on the floor? Just easy. Not that anything should be. Just feeling what is. Good. Come to lying on your backs again, please. Very nice. That was just to get a feel of ourself, feeling yourself in that set of circumstances. And now, stand both your feet, please. And very gently now, do the same thing, lying on your back like that. Begin to arch your lower back when you protrude your tummy. And again, pay attention now. Become aware of, as you do that, and just make it very small. It doesn't have to be big. It's just that as if you could slide a piece of paper under your lower back. Stay with yourself here. Stay with yourself. See, most of us, this lesson, and you won't get it, but I will tell you, is about the flexibility in your hips. So take your time. You arch your lower back. What do you feel in your hips, right and left hip? Just notice. What do they do, if anything? Not an easy area to feel. So take your time. The hip joint itself. Take your time. And just notice. No, you got to feel from inside yourself. Feeling from the outside is ludicrous. Don't do that. Just feel from inside. Feel your hips from inside. You will never know the hips from outside. Just easy. Just arch your back. And notice what happens when you arch your back, your lower back, and make it soft and easy. What happens to your shoulder blades? all that work we did with the shoulders. Your shoulder blades, do they do anything when you slowly arch the back like this? What do your shoulder blades do, right? Just easy, just easy. Small movement, small movement. Now, very gently, interlace your fingers and take your right leg and bring it up over your hips and put your fingers in front of your, underneath your knee in front. Not in the middle of the leg, under the knee, not too low. Right, easy. Now, pay attention. Begin to arch your back in this situation. No, don't lift your head, arch your back. Lifting your head rounds the back. Arch your back. Arch it, make it arch. Take your time. So again, can you feel it a little bit coming off the floor maybe? Just arch your back. And notice when you arch your back, what does your knee do? Does your knee seem to get pushed away from the lower back? Notice that. Just take your time. Arch your lower back as you're in this position. Take your time. Let your arms be easy and passive. Just let the knee do what it wants to do, not what you think it should be doing. Just let the knee do what it wants to do. For most of you, if you're arching your back, you're going to see that your knee gets pulled away from, gets pushed down away from you, right? Easy, easy. Your knee is bent, your leg is bent, the right leg is bent, and the hands are in front of the knee. The hands are in front of your knee. What am I getting? Your hands are interlaced in front of your knee, and in that position, you arch your lower back. Take your time. See if you can feel, what does it mean to arch your back in this position? This is awareness now. Some of you I could see it. Some of you are trying to do a good movement, get it right. Let go of that. Get that out of the way. That's just what you already know, and you think you're going to succeed by doing what you already know. That just makes you rush the movement, be impatient with yourself because you're impatient because you know what success is already, right? So go slow, just feel what happens. When you arch your back, the knee goes a little away. Good. Now, just see what it's like to arch your back and bring the knee a little toward you. See, I see some of you, you're just pulling the leg and you're really not arching your back. I could see it because what's happening when you pull the leg toward you for some of you, your lower back gets closer to the floor. That's not arching your back. Take your time. Take your time. No, some of you think you're doing it. You're not really paying attention to what we're doing. You're arching the back and bringing the knee a little toward you. Just easy. This is very small. If you're doing a big movement, I can tell you you're not doing what's being asked. Arch the back, the lower back, let the tummy protrude, and at the same time, you bring the knee toward you. And the lower back should not be going toward the floor. That is not doing what we want with the hip. If you arch the back and the hip comes up, then the leg comes up, then your hip needs to rotate in a different way. Now, some of you are pressing your back into the floor. Don't press down. Again, leave the leg alone. Just leave the arm there and arch your back. Arch it. Make the back, lower back. No, you're not lifting it like that. You're not lifting it as if you're bringing the pelvis up toward your head. You're making an arch as if your pelvis were going down toward your feet. Now, some of you are not doing it. You're not listening. You're not listening, right? Easy. Once again, let the foot come to the floor. Let the foot come to the floor. Leave your arms there. And now arch your lower back. No, don't lift your pelvis up toward your head. Lift the top of your pelvis down toward your feet so you get an arch in the lower back. Just like you were doing sitting up. I want you to arch the lower back. Arch the lower back. And the tummy gets big, right? The tummy gets big. When you arch the lower back, your tummy gets big. Now, once again, bring the right knee up, interlace your fingers, put it in front. Just take your time here. Be aware of what you're doing and start to arch your lower back. Right. Now for some of you, you really feel how the knee goes forward because you're arching the back. Arch the lower back, and the knee starts to go forward. It's okay. Let it go forward. It's okay because that's how your hips are organized, right? Now, do really small movement at the same time. See if you can get it at the same time of arching your back and bringing your knee a little toward you. You got to go really small. No, you stopped up. Some of you bring the knee, but you stop arching the back. You push the back down. That's not going to benefit your hip. That's what you're already doing. And that's going to compress your spine. We're not looking to compress the spine. We're looking to bring flexibility to the spine. So you arch the back and you bring the knee a little towards you. Easy? Just easy. Just easy. Just do what's easy. These are two opposing movements. Take your time. And you have to let go of knowing that you think you're doing it, because most of you are not doing it. You have to let go and do smaller movements and simultaneously arch your back very small and bring the knee toward you very small. If you just keep doing it in the same way, you just keep repeating the same dysfunction with your hip. I will show you what that dysfunction is at the end of the lesson. Now, some of you are not arching your back. You're just pulling the hip up. You're just pulling the knee up like you're stretching or something. It's not what we're doing here. We're creating opposing movements. So first arch. Now, let go of it because you're not, I could see so many. Bring your legs down and rest. And just, even though you might have not gotten much, feel what's different about your right leg, the back of your right knee. Lengthen the legs, please, and feel what's different in the right leg, the right knee. This is not easy, and it's not easy because your organization goes in the opposite way. Stand your feet. Interlace your fingers in the non-habitual way and put your two hands in front of your left knee. All right. And begin to just do a small movement of arching your back. See if it's easier on this side or not as easy. You don't press on your, listen, you don't press on your right foot to arch your back. You press on your right foot to round your back. You got to not press on the right foot to arch the back. You got to bring your pelvis down toward your right foot and tilt the top of the pelvis down toward the foot. And you'll see if you do that, for most of you, once you get that, you're going to see your knee goes away from you. If the knee's coming toward you, I could see it. Most of you think you bring the knee up and you press your back down. Well, we're not asking you to do that. You can do that. And it's not good for you for walking. You're compressing your spine. You can do that. Let go of that. Stop doing that. Arch your back and let your knee go away from you. Arch your back and let your knee, that's it. And you see your head gets pulled, something happens at the back of your head, easy. Arch your back and let your knee go away from you. Yeah. Now, take your time and then just hold the leg so that as you arch your back, the knee doesn't go away from you. Don't move it, just hold the knee so that when you arch your back, the knee doesn't go away. We got to find the room in there to do the opposing movement simultaneously. So you make it small and easy. As you arch your back, you bring the knee very small toward your chest, easy. Smaller and smaller. That's awareness now. You have to pay attention. Are you doing what you think you're doing? Some of you are not. You think you're arching your back, you're not arching your back. And listen, if you get cramps, if you get kind of disturbance in your legs, that's because you're getting contradictory messages to your muscles. You think you're doing one thing, but you're actually doing something else, and it disturbs you. Take your time. Take your time. Easy. Easy. Good. Let it go. Bring everything down. Straighten your legs, and you rest again. So some of you do not give yourself time. What do I mean by that? I mean, you don't, and that's where awareness comes in. With awareness, you're going to give yourself more time and do the movement more slowly. And you need to be aware that you rush yourself, not give yourself time, mostly from trying to be successful. And you want to succeed in doing what you think you know how to do. But that's not what we're doing here. I can tell by watching all of it, you don't know how to do this. And if you take that tact with yourself that you don't know how to do it, and give yourself more time, and go slower even, to find how to be successful in a different way, to feel something different. We don't want to feel the same thing all the time. I mean, that's boring. You know, just take drugs if you want to feel the same thing all the time. Drink alcohol, you know. Good. Now, stand your feet again, nice and easy. Interlace your fingers and put them in front of your right leg again, just easy. And just begin, bring your foot down again. Bring your hands down and your foot. Just let your arms be at your sides. Let your arms be at your sides. Just arch your back and feel what that's like. Arch your back, arch it, lift it. So your tummy gets big and you have a space under the small of your back. Can you do that? Can you feel that? That your tummy gets big, let the tummy protrude, and there's a space under there you go. And when you do that, you're going to feel that your shoulder blades press into the floor a little. Don't press them, it happens. Easy. Now, interlace your fingers and put them in front of your right knee. Interlace them in a habitual way. And now, just leave the knee there. And again, now, don't try and be successful. Give yourself time. Go slowly. Take all the time you need. Begin to arch your back and do a small movement of bringing the knee toward you as you arch the back. So some of you, right, as soon as you start to bring the knee, you pull the back lower and you compress your spine to do that. We're not looking to do that. We're looking to arch the back and let the spine open at the back. Easy, and the knee will then come up a little. And you need to give yourself, go slow, take all the time in the world. Do it really, really slow, because when you feel the difference, it's a nice feeling. When you start to feel something different happening, it's a nice feeling, right? Right? All right? So when we move quickly, what's important for you moving quickly is finding the success that you already know. No, leave that other leg up. Leave the other leg up. Easy. If you start to feel something in your groins, I can tell you, you're not doing what I'm asking. It'll really free up the groin and the hip. You won't feel disturbance there. The more you do this, softer and easier and lighter, good. Let it go. Straighten your legs, bring your arms down and rest. That's all. Easy, easy. Feel what's different in your right leg, the way it lies on the floor. Your right hamstring might be more on the floor. The lengthening comes from the opposition of the movements, that the hip gets more free and more open. And just notice what's different about your right side, your right leg, straightness, the length, closeness to the floor, your right shoulder blade, your right elbow, your right arm. Stand your feet, interlace your fingers in the non-habitual way, the other thumb's on top, and now put your hands in front of your left knee. Start off slowly, small. Take time. Don't jump right on it. Not know. Begin to, as you arch your back, make your tummy big, bring the knee a little toward, tiny. No, don't be big. Don't be big. Take time. So you start to feel there's a difference between the back arching down through the sacrum, down through the bottom of the pelvis, and your hip going up toward your chest, rotating. That's very different. And that's not how any of you walk. So take it slow and easy. I will show you at the end how this is the way to walk, to not compress on your spine. Easy, easy. Take your time. Take your time. Free up that area so that there's opposition going on. Be very passive with the knee. Don't pull it. Let it be a small movement as you arch the back. Take your time. Don't pull on it. Don't pull on it. If you pull with the arms, your back is going to lower to the floor. And that's why you get into trouble with your groin. Just imagine that your tummy's getting big. Now, don't do any movement. Just imagine your tummy's getting big as you breathe in and your knee is coming towards your chest. Just imagine it. As you breathe in, your tummy gets big and your back arches and your knee comes towards your chest all at the same time. Just imagine that. Take your time. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Just imagine. Good. Now do the movement. Inhale, make your tummy big and bring the knee just that time. Yeah. See, all right, the quality is changing. So I have to say your awareness is changing. Feel the difference. Feel the difference with yourself. Feel the difference. Good. Let it go. Bring everything down and rest. It's not about succeeding. It's about what? Awareness through movement. And then you will get long-lasting, not even long-lasting, you will get improvements that stay. As long as you know what the awareness is. If you don't know what you're doing and you do something and you feel good about it, how can you repeat it? Right. Feel your left leg on the floor, the back of both of your hamstrings, the backs of your knees on the floor. Let's just see. Come up to sitting again. Let's just see. Come up to sitting. And just spread your legs. Try not to spread them like you're doing gymnastics, please, or spreading them as much as you can. Just spread them easily, like you don't know how to spread your legs to, wherever. Just easy. And now do the same movement you were doing. Just spread your legs, let your knees be on the floor, and arch your back. And arch your back. And arch. Don't press with your hands, just arch your back. Did something get easier in your legs? Just feel. The back of your knees seem more easy on the floor for some of you. Maybe. You just pay attention. Just arch your back. Just arch your back a little, right? Just arch your back. So when you arch your back, your chest comes forward, well, it can, and your head goes back. Your chest comes forward, but your head goes back a little, right? Your chest can come forward and your head goes back a little, right? And that's not open to many of us, not yet. Take your time. Go on your backs again and rest, please. Take your time. This is why so many people have problems with lower back pain, especially in the lumbar area. They don't know how to arch it. They know how to compress it just fine. And a lot of people do with compression back rounding as a solution. They want to pull by rounding the back, stretch it, and that's going to solve their problem, but it's not. It's only, as time goes on, you're only going to create more compression because the back needs to know how to arch to lift the knee. Well, if you want to walk in a way that you're not compressing the spine, right? So now, leave your left leg long and just bring your right knee up over and interlace your fingers and put it in front of your right knee. So now, again, take your time. Just feel what you're doing now. And then just arch your back in this situation. Easy, yeah, easy. Just arch your back in this situation. And feel what your knee does. Easy, just arch your back. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Now, we're going to be a little bit assertive now rather than passive. As you're arching your back, bring your knee toward you a little. Actually, use your hands a little. Arch your back, bring your knee toward you a little. Easy, easy. Because some of you, now that's it, easy, easy. Because your left hip is down, you can arch your back mostly on one side. So take your time, easy, and you're gonna feel that. And you free up your hip joint, and the knee can come closer, easier. Easy, easy, take your time. As you're exhaling, go slowly, right, slowly. Now, stop moving the knee and just arch your back again. Stop moving the knee and just arch your back. Arch your back, easy. Just arch your back. Stop moving the knee and just arch your back. Arch your back. See if you can do it. Arch your back, easy. Arch your back, just easy. Easy, easy. Inhibit the movement of the knee and arch the back. See what that's like. Now, stop arching the back and just move the knee. Just do that a few times. Don't arch the back, just move the knee. Easy, easy. Feel how your back goes down, right? Feel that? You bring the knee back, the lower back rounds, right? So now come back again with the knee and arch your back and see if you can bring the knee up and arch your back. Why not? Why can't you? Pay attention to the awareness. If you make the movement smaller and smaller and slower and take all the time in the world, you'll see you can do it a little bit more and you get a feeling that's different. And it's not about success or failure. It's about creating a different experience for yourself, a different phenomenal experience. Otherwise, you just keep experiencing the same thing in the same way, day after day, ad nauseum, boring, boring, boring. Get over it, move on, easy, good. Let it go, straighten the leg and rest, and you just feel the right leg, the back of the right leg. Right. What are you noticing? Your right hip, your right leg, the hamstring on the right side, back of your right knee might feel a little lower. Maybe. You notice what's different for you, right? Nice and easy with yourself. The thing I like about this lesson is that you have to let go of using any kind of willpower. You have to let go. Willpower, for most people, is what they think they need to use to be successful. Well, it's just a repeated kind of success. And you don't notice what you're paying for that success. It becomes a kind of abstraction. And as you abstract, you don't know the damage that you're doing because you feel like you're successful. Think of that. Bring your left knee up, interlace your fingers in the opposite way. Let the right leg stay on the floor. Let non-habitual interlacing. Feel what that's like. And the right leg stays straight. The right leg is straight. And just begin to arch your back. Just begin to arch your back. And again, it could be the smallest, tiniest. If it's a big problem to even sense that you're arching your back, imagine that you're arching your back. Imagine it as you breathe. If you do that, you will see that it very quickly will become a reality. It might not be the reality that you're thinking of how you think you should be arching your back, but just imagine you're arching the back and see what happens down there in your lower back. Just imagine it. As you inhale, that you're making your tummy big and the back is arching and the lower part of the pelvis is pressing into the floor. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Easy, easy. And now let go of that and just imagine that you're bringing, as you're doing that you're bringing your left knee toward you. As you imagine it, you have to imagine two movements here. That the back is going, arching down toward the floor, and the leg is coming up toward the chest. So that there's two opposing movements, an arch toward the floor and an arch toward your chest. And it's very small. If you get that, you will be hunky-dory. If you just got that, you'll be very hunky-dory. If you start to feel it, sense it, easy, easy, easy. What's happening inside the hip joint? All right? What's happening inside the hip joint? See if you can feel that. What's happening? The hip joint starts to move up, rotate up as the back arches. In a sense, the back rotates down. And again, some of you think you're doing it. So you got to go smaller, slower, easier. Interrupt. Learn how to interrupt the pattern of what? The habitual pattern. Good. Easy. Straighten your leg. Bring your arms down and rest again. And see if you can pay attention. What's different about your left side, your left hip, your left leg? In a sense, both the back of both of your legs on the floor, right? Right? Easy. What's different? You feel longer in the legs, longer in your back, longer from your right heel to your right hip to your right shoulder blade, from your left heel to your left hip to your left shoulder blade. Pay attention to the length. Stand both your feet. Now, rest your right ankle on your left leg, the right ankle, so the foot is out to the side. Try not to pull the left foot in, because then you're doing something with your hip already. All right, good. So now, in that position, just like that, arch your back. Take your time. Arch your back. Easy. Arch your back. Not easy. Take your time. Your left leg is resting on your right, top of your right, well, the bottom of your right thigh, right below the right knee, and you're arching your back. Easy, 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 and you're arching your back. Easy, and you're arching your back. Just in that, nice and easy, easy, just easy. You're arching your back. And if it's really, really difficult, imagine as you breathe, your tummy gets big, your back arches. Do a couple of those and then go back to actually arching the back. Take your time. Are you arching your back? Go slow. You got to take all the time to do a small, soft, easy movement with yourself. Take all the time. Right? Easy. The right ankle is resting on the left leg. The left foot is standing. Easy. Easy. Notice as you arch your back, pay attention to this. As you arch your back, does it get easier to keep your ankle on the knee? Does the foot start to slide down a little? Maybe, depending. But just pay attention to that. Does it seem easier? Good. Uncross the leg, straighten your legs and rest. And feel what's different on your right side again. It's different at the back of your right knee now. What's different at the back of your hamstring, the back of your hip? Feel that. This is not about stretching or lengthening. This is about using your muscles in a way to create synergy. Synergy, when done well, synergy is well, you always lengthen. You don't come out of movement shortening yourself if you use synergy. That means things are working together. Just notice. Stand your feet. Cross your left ankle over your right leg. And for some of you, this might be easier to do, right? On this side, just putting the foot there. And begin to arch your back again. Easy. Begin to arch your back again. Just easy. Just arch your back. Nice and easy. Nice. Stay aware. Go slow. Go easy. Do soft movements. Easy. Take all the time you need. Take all the time you need. Arch your back. Feel what happens in your shoulder blades, back of your head. Arch your back. Easy. Easy. Just easy. Soft, smooth, easy, light. Just feeling the room in the left joint area. What is your left hip joint area doing when you arch your back like this? See if you can feel it. Easy, easy. Notice what your left leg does resting on the right leg. What does the left leg do? Easy, just easy, just easy. Breathe, make the tummy big, arch the back. Right? That in itself will create a lot of space to where your muscles in your groin and your hips are all bunched up. Uncross your legs, straighten your legs and rest again. And what's different about the backs of your legs on the floor? The backs of your knees, your hamstrings, the straightness of your legs for some of you. Some of you, your legs look really straight, long, more of the knees touching the floor. What's different in your upper back, your shoulder blades, the back of your head? Does your whole body seem longer? Please stand your feet. Cross your right, put your right ankle again over. Now, take your right hand and put it on top and in front of your right knee. Grab your in front on top and take your left hand and put it on top of your left ankle. Your left ankle. No. I'm sorry, your right ankle. Put it on top of the right ankle. So both of your hands, one is on the right ankle, one is on the right knee. And as you exhale now, begin to arch your back, keep your head down, and begin to do a small movement. Arch your back, keep your head there. Take your back off the floor. This is very difficult to arch your back, right? And the back of your head starts to slide down, right? And the top, you start to look up behind yourself a little. That's where you want to go with the back of your head, right? You start to look behind yourself a little and begin, as you do that, to do a small movement of bringing your right leg toward you, toward your body. As you arch the back, bring the right leg a little toward you. Now, some of you just rounding your back even more. I'm sorry, I can't come there and help you. But you just keep rounding the back more. You need to arch it. Arch it. Easy. 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 Arch the back. Arch the back. That's it. Yeah, and let your head look up that way a little. So your shoulders go down. That's it. Easy. Easy. Arch the back. Arch the back. Easy. Pulling the leg down toward you. Pulling the leg down toward you. You're going to get deep, deep into that hip and groin area. Easy, easy, easy. One hand is on your right ankle, one hand is in front of your right knee, and you got to use your left arm more. Pull with the left. So yeah, because some of you are just pulling with the right. Pull with the left also. Yeah, let the knee come toward you. Good. Let that go. Uncross your leg, straighten them, and rest again, and feel what's different. Yeah, feel what's different. Feel what's different in your right leg, your right hip, right side of your back. Your breathing, what's different about your breathing? It's like an unfolding. When muscles are not able to be in opposition, they become more rigid. When they start to work in the proper opposition, it's like an unfolding. Stand your feet, cross your left ankle over your right knee there, underneath the knee. Put your hands in the same place, one on your ankle, one in front of your on your knee, and begin to arch your back. Just leave the arms there on your legs. That in itself is enough for some of you, and you begin to arch your back. You begin to arch your back. The left hand is up on the knee, in front of the knee, and easy, easy, easy. Just leave it there and arch your back. Don't pull on the leg. Just arch your back and feel what that's like. Let your head relax. The feeling is that your shoulder blades start to go back into the floor. Your head starts to get pulled. The back of the head gets pulled toward your spine. As you're arching your back, you arch your neck also. For you back rounders, this is very difficult. Take your time. So you need to do, and the more difficult it is, the more time you need to take. The more you need to just stay with yourself, breathe. Imagine that you're arching your back, and then that arches your neck. Easy, easy. Take your time. Easy, easy. Small, soft, easy, easy. Use awareness. Be aware of what's happening. Start to pull the leg down towards you now. As you arch the back, start to bring the leg down towards your body. That's it, easy. As you're arching the back, your head still, that's right, let your head get pulled, the back of the head. So some of you, look up with your eyes above your head, up to the ceiling behind you, up to the wall behind you. That's what your back of your neck when you arch your neck could be doing. And if your back is arching, that's what your head would be doing. But I can tell you that it's very difficult because your back is rounding. So you got to go real slow, real easy, real easy. That's it. Easy, easy, soft and easy. Good. Let it go. Uncross the legs, straighten everything, rest again. Feel the back of your legs on the floor. The back of your knees, your hips, your shoulders. What's different about your breathing? Different about the sense of length? Different about your breathing. Stand both your feet. Interlace your fingers, put your right hand in front of your right knee. As you inhale, arch your back, increase the size of your tummy, and let your knee come. And notice what your knee does. Just notice. Don't force anything. Does it? Yeah. See if you can find that little bit of room that it comes toward you at the same time. Don't force it at the same time. If it's not ready, because you haven't grasped the opposition yet, you need to, good. Bring that down, change your leg, change your hands, change your interlacing, and do the same thing. Just start to, yeah, and just do it a couple of times without moving the knee, and just notice if the knee goes down or goes forward away from you or comes toward you or just stays right there. It's fine. You're not going to get this, especially some of you, because your back is always rounding without some time. So take your time. It's going to take time. And as we move along in our lessons, this will become more available. And again, on one side, you might feel that it's available, but on the other side, it's not, right? Just pay attention to that. Yeah, that's an interesting awareness, an interesting phenomenon, right? Easy? Good. So whatever you're doing, go to what you think is your easy side and do it. Do it a few times and just be aware. What is it that feels easy? Stay with yourself. Stay with yourself. And you do that. And then go to the other side and pay attention. Go to the other side and feel what's different on that side when you go to the other side with yourself. What's different? What do you feel different? Why is it not responding in the same way? Right? And to do that, you really have to pay attention. You have to be aware of difference. You have to be aware of how on one side something's happening easily, and on the other side, I can just say it like this: you're getting in your own way. Right? Right? You're doing something counterproductive to yourself. Good. Don't worry about it. It's important just to know the difference. Good. Let it go. Bring everything down. You rest again. You rest again. Bring everything down. Feel your back, your hips, your shoulders, your legs. What seems different? What seems different? The length of the legs. What about your hips? What do you sense in your hips right now? They seem more there or lying on the floor differently, more availability. Good. So please stand your feet, roll to a side, come up to that sitting position again, and just very gently let your legs go out to the side a little. Don't go all the way, please. And now just begin to see what it's like now to arch your back. See if you can let your knees, do they go down more or not, Yeah, and then begin to arch your back, let your chest come forward, your head goes back a little. Just take your time. Just take your time. Easy. Now, here's where now this is going to be very difficult. Don't worry if you can't do it. Take your right hand and grab the pant of your right thigh. Grab the pant of your right thigh, your right hand, your right thigh. Your right hand, it's the same leg. I want you to grab the pant of your right thigh as if you're going to lift that leg up. Pull your pant to lift the leg up. Now, all right, put it down. Don't bend the knee. Now, arch your back and pull the leg up. Arch your back and pull the leg. No. Pull it up one piece. Straight leg. Straight leg. Don't bend your knee. Yeah. Arch your back. No. You're just pulling yourself. Now, what do? You go backwards. You're not arching your back, I'm telling you. Let your back come forward. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. Right? Yeah. Now, grab the other leg. This is very difficult. Grab the pant of the other leg and now arch your back. Yes, very, very difficult. Very difficult. There's none of, you're going to feel, some of you, you're going to get cramps because I can tell you're rounding your back and you're putting pressure on your hip joint. Good. Let it go. Come up to standing. Come up to standing. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Easy. And just feel yourself stand now. Misery, huh?
Killing me.
Now I want to show you something. Pay attention now. I want you to, in walking, right? We all walk. I want you to just lift your right knee up toward your chest. Just easy. And notice what you do when you lift your right knee up toward your chest. Lift it up. Right. What do you do? What do you do with your back? Let your hands be long. Relax your hands. What do you do with your back when you lift your right knee up? You round your back. Now arch your back and lift your right knee up. That's walking. Arch your back and lift your right knee up. Arch it and lift. And now arch your back and lift your left knee up. And walk like that. Come on. Arch your back. No, it's not. This is, look, guys, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. This is not arching the back. This is not arching the back. You do it like that. I walk in the back. I lift my knee. The back arches. That's not this. That's just pulling yourself back. That's right. You're going to feel it's very difficult because most of us, you don't know when you walk, you round your back. And now listen to me. Come here. Come back because this is what's important. Just lift your right knee, and as you round your back, what does your spine do? It goes down. It compresses. Yes. So you compress all the time when you walk because you don't arch your back. And you don't know that you're doing that. And it's very, very subtle. But you can start to, the more you learn how to, with awareness, you can start, and it'll change the way that you walk. And you'll use less energy and you will have hips more available to you. Much more of it. I could tell you from experience. Since I've been playing around with this lesson, I've noticed how it's changed the way I walk tremendously. Yeah? So just walk now. Just take a walk. Feel yourself walk around. Just walk. What are you noticing you're walking?
It hurts.
What happened? Something's different, right? Something's a little different. Something's a little different, right? Can't put your finger on it. Right? Oh boy, that's terrible because you want to know, you want to take the pill rather than just let yourself experience what's different in a generalized way, right? You got to go with this, you got to stay with this and play with this. So once again, just where you're standing, now do a real small movement. I'm going to tell you, just lift your just lift your right heel from the floor and protrude your tummy. Just lift your right heel and make your tummy big. Well, you just arched your back. You just lifted your knee and your back is arching. You don't have to put your hand back there. If you make your tummy big, your back is arching. Now lift your left heel and protrude your tummy. Right? Right? Just like that. Now go from one. Lift one heel, protrude your tummy. Every time you lift the heel, go slow. And you're going to see. You're going to see. Now take a walk and just feel it. Don't do anything. Just feel what it's like to walk. What's different when you walk? Voila. So come here and we'll do a little Tai Chi, because we all know, what does this have to do with Tai Chi? Everything. All right. I can't quite get all the way back. I'm going to
see your feet.
How I put my feet, I'm trying to get on. I can't get back enough to show you the feet. I put my feet, here we go. Let me go back even a little more. Here's what I do. I line up, I put the toe of my back foot in the middle of my front foot. So I'm lined up like that. The toes of my back foot line up with the middle of my front foot. All right? Nice and easy. So you put your right foot in front, left foot behind, where the toes of the left foot line up about with the middle of the right foot. And you bring your right arm up. So as you inhale, make your back, protrude your tummy, go over to your right heel.
Ouch.
And you go up. And you come back easy, so the spine doesn't compress. You go into the left heel, go over to the right heel, make the tummy big, and you arch the back. If you make the tummy big, it arches the back a little in and of itself. So, but because we all want this six-pack look of Pilates and like we're going to the beach every day with ourselves, we don't want to protrude the tummy. Well, then you stay stuck and compressing your spine. So you just arch the back. I don't do anything with that. My tummy's fine. Easy, easy, easy. Inhale, make your tummy big, and you just protrude. Yeah, and the back arches a little, and you just rotate on your right heel a little, and you come back, you bring your arm down, and you feel what's different on your right side. Your spine knows. Your spine knows. And on the right side, the arm got longer, the shoulder's lower, the neck is more at ease. You put your left foot in front, your right foot behind, the front of the foot lines up at the middle of the left. You put your left hand up, and you go over to your left heel. And then you inhale, make your tummy a little big. Your back arches a little. And then as you exhale, you come back. You go over to the right heel and then the left heel. And as you come over on that left heel, breathe in and make your tummy big. Come back, just easy. So when you do Tai Chi properly, it sets us up for walking properly. So with awareness, keep doing it. With awareness, you could start to say to yourself, when I round my back and walk, I compress my spine. You become aware of that. When I arch my back and lift my knees, my spine lengthens. That's what you're doing right now. You're arching your back a little, right? And come back, bring the arm down, and you feel the difference. You feel the difference in both your arms, your legs, right? And now just think, use your awareness now to walk around, and every time you lift your knee, just think of arching your back. Just do it. Just walk and think of arching your back. It's like you carry yourself differently if you think of the back arching. You just think of it. You just think of it. And you're going to start to walk like those Budweiser horses that...
Why is this?
That's right, that's right. It's a strange feeling.
Alcoholics know that.
Right. Yeah. Okay, have a great day. Have fun with this. Stay with it. You're doing great. You're great. So it's a very difficult lesson, I understand, but it's well worth it. Okay.